a situation that how we respond would say a lot about how we react to things on a larger level, on a more dynamic level, I would say. Now, her mum, according to the Home Affairs Department, is South African with a Mozambican descent. But then there is that clause of identity theft, and that's where the bone of contention is. Of course, she has absolutely nothing to do with that. But did this come up at any point in time while you made that decision to invite her to join Miss Universe?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I had a discussion with her, and she said that was being investigated, and I found out there was absolutely no claim whatsoever to that story.
Okay.
She is South African. Her mother is South African.
Wow.
I don't know if it was cooked up. I have no idea. But she tells me the mother is South African. They dropped that case.
Okay.
So I don't know what's out there in the media now because...
Oh, it's a lot of things in the media out there right now.
I know. But as of 2 days ago, I was told...
That they dropped the case?
They've investigated and the mother is South African.
This is really, this is crazy.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed, but also there is an opportunity to join the membership on this channel for only 20 rands a month. Okay, 20 rands minus 1 cent. Abanga, when you pay with 20 rands, we give you change at 1 cent. You know, even at Shoprite, they no longer give you the change of 1 cent, but Mina, I'll give it to you. You see, it's very cheap. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about this Adachima situation because it's not going away. This interview that you just watched, I was like, I had to go back and look at, the caption to see what is the position of this person, because I was like, did they just get this guy from the street to come and talk about this situation? Somebody that wasn't even following the story, because it's sounding like that. It's sounding like he's not really that interested. He doesn't really follow the story. He's like, no, that's what she told me. That's what I was told. That's what I was told. Sir, do you know the internet? You do. Okay. Do you know the word Home Affairs? You do. Do you know the word South Africa? Yeah. You could have gone to the internet and said Home Affairs South Africa, and you would have found a statement by the Minister of Home Affairs talking about the situation, and you would know that the situation, the investigation was not dropped. The investigation is still ongoing. You would have found that information. As the official of the pageant, I'm like, are you the president of the pageant? But you don't even know what's happening with this case. I think, you guys, that he should have made an effort to at least find out the correct information about this whole thing if he was going to sit on their national television and talk about it, okay? Instead of, pushing the incorrect information that he was pushing on this interview, okay? He is talking about Adachima being abandoned, you guys. I don't feel like she was. People were questioning things, and it turned out that the questions were legit because the answers that came out of them questioning things indicated that there was something illegal that might have taken place. Okay? I don't feel like she was abandoned. She abandoned the competition after the information came out that her mother might not have gotten the legal documents the legal way. You understand what I mean? I know it doesn't make sense, but it should make sense. So now, you guys, was she chased out of the competition? No. Okay. If she stayed in the competition, was it going to get to a point where the pageant would have had to say, listen, you cannot continue? Probably, you guys, after the investigations were done, she was going to have to be like, you know what? I have to step down. But she did that herself before, the investigations were done. Okay. So I don't feel like she was abandoned. Okay. So now he is talking about how Adachima told him that the case was dropped. I was like, okay, which case is he talking about? Because if it's an investigation of the fraud situation, that the minister said that is still ongoing. Okay. But I was like, maybe I am misunderstanding which part he is talking about there when he said Adachima had told him that the whole investigation or the case was dropped, okay? But it's not the case. It was just an investigation, okay? He says that the South Africa just wanted to get her out because she was so good. I'm like, sir, that doesn't make sense, because if it's a competition for Miss Universe South Africa, we want the best person to represent us to the Miss Universe, you know. Now, if she is so good, we are going to want her to stay in the competition because we want the best person to represent us. So how are we going to want the best person to be kicked out of a competition? It wasn't about that. It was about the fact that people were questioning, is she South African? It doesn't make sense for us to be like, yo, this lady is so good. She will represent us so well if she wins this competition. Let's kick her out. No, that wasn't the situation. Okay. Now, I just feel like the official, for me, you know, as an official, should have at least, you know, did a little bit of research to find out what really happened with Adechima. So he keeps saying, this is what I was told. This is what she told me, according to what I was told. By who, sir? Okay. You should have went and got the information or asked your PA to at least get you an information. If she did, she actually didn't dig hard enough to get this information, because you did not sound like you knew what you were talking about. Okay, now he's talking about how Nigeria is not I almost say homophobic, it's not xenophobic. Okay, listen, you guys, I cannot be a witness to that because I haven't been to Nigeria, but what I've seen online is that there are Nigerians that actually have an issue with her entering the competition. Okay, and also there are people that even have informed us that, listen, you guys, even though we are all Nigerians, but we are not the same tribe. There is this tribe over here that behaves this way, and then there's this tribe over here that behaves that way. Okay, so I'm like, okay, there's no xenophobia in Nigeria. Okay, teach us how to do it. Teach us how to not be xenophobic if your country doesn't have xenophobia. Okay. Anyway, you guys, then the lady that is doing the interview did ask the question of whether, you know, what would happen if they did find the evidence of identity theft. And he talks about it like, you know, somebody maybe stole sweets, and he's like, even if that happened, I mean, it wouldn't be her fault. Guys, do people understand that if somebody has stolen your identity, they've basically stolen your whole life? You know, everything about you is questioned because that person has stolen your identity, your certificates, your identification, your ID document, when you're trying to open accounts at banks, when you are trying to study, trying to travel, all of that, you guys. When you have kids, now you're trying to get their birth certificates. So the crime of stealing somebody's identity is not something that is light. You know, it's not something that we can just say, you know, even if that happened, what's the big deal? I mean, really now, okay? There is somebody that was sitting there not able to solve or move on with their lives because their identity was stolen. That is not a small thing. I don't like the fact that they are looking at that or talking about that as if it's just a small thing. Even if it was, I mean, really, it wouldn't be her fault. Okay, now I'm starting to think, because guys, I've been trying with my videos to be fair to Adechima, because I have this thing that what if she did not know that that is something that her mother or her parents had done? It is a possibility. I feel like it is a possibility, but now I'm starting to feel like, no man, this lady, there's something shady about her, because why are you telling them that the investigation was dropped when it wasn't? You know, and also, you guys, there's a guy that did a video and was questioning how Adechima thought it's okay for her to go enter that competition when there are ladies that had been working very hard to participate in this competition, and they earned their place in the final, you know, and in the finals, but she did not, but thinks that she deserves it. That is something that is questionable to her, that you feel like it's fair, because there's one woman who's probably not going to be in the finals because you took the spot. You understand what I'm saying? So I am starting to look at her like maybe she's not as innocent as I was thinking that she is, because why are you not telling them the truth about the investigations going on with Home Affairs? Okay. Listen, you guys, now the question is, what happens with the others that are in the competition? Do they stand a chance? Okay, that is a big question, you guys. I don't think that they do. At this point, I don't think that the others do stand a chance. If I was part of that competition, I would just withdraw, because what is the point? Because they are just going to give it to the Adechima. Okay, whether she deserves it or not, they are just going to give it to her, because you heard the officials say she was so good in South Africa. Was she watching when she was entering from all of the stages until she got to the finals? Did he watch? But he is saying that she was so good that South Africans didn't want her to continue with the competition. I'm like, sir, where were you? Were you watching? Guys, this saga is not going to end, okay? But I'm still following, because I just want to see what Nigeria does with this. Are they going to give her the title at the end, you guys? And also, I just want to know, because I'm looking for something when it comes to who the finalists are in Nigeria, because those pictures that were published, you guys, I kind of feel like maybe somebody is trolling them with those pictures. Are they really the finalists in Nigeria? The photos that were on my videos earlier on today, okay? Because I'm like, I know that I saw these pictures and they are written the finalists, and this is how you vote and all of that, but are they really the finalists? I was like, I don't know, you guys. So I still haven't found other pictures, so I for now we just have these pictures, okay? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and do be respectful, because guys, listen, we do give respect on this channel, but we give it to the people that also give it, okay? So if you come in the comment section with the nonsense, we shall dish it back to you, okay? And continue with our day like nothing has happened, okay? 2024, we're not playing with you, okay? So make sure that in the comment section you state your opinion in a respectful way. You swear, we shall swear back at you, okay? You insult, we shall insult you back, okay? Make sure you're ready, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.